Hello everyone and welcome to another science video with Teacher John. In this video we will talk about our science project. Okay, so we all have the instructions, so let's just go over it. So our science project inquiry. What is an inquiry? An inquiry is a question. So our question or inquiry is: will oil, water, and soap mix into one liquid? Hypothesis. What is a hypothesis? A hypothesis is a possible answer to a question. So, do you think it will mix into one liquid? Write a complete sentence. Now, in my example, I wrote, I think the water, oil, and soap will mix into one liquid. So yes, I do think it will. Notice my hypothesis starts with I think. I think. So your hypothesis either will be I think the water, oil, and soap will mix into one liquid, or I think the water, oil, and soap will not mix into one liquid. Okay, so there's only two choices. Choose it will or it will not. Okay. Next is the experiment. So we will go down to our instructions. We need some water, cooking oil, dish soap, and a plastic bottle. So, number 1, pour the water, cooking oil, and dish soap into the plastic water bottle. Do not shake or mix the bottle yet. Okay, this is important because we need to observe the bottle and record 3 data entries. It will look different after you shake the bottle, so please observe the bottle and record 3 data entries first. So what I think it will look like is the first layer will be your dish soap because it is the heaviest. Okay, so let's just pretend I'm a student and here's our bottle. I poured in some soap and there's the soap. Next is the water. So I think it'll go about here. Okay, and then the oil will be on top. Okay, and you should color more beautifully than Teacher John did. Maybe I can just do this. Oh yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, do that and that. Now maybe your dish soap is green, maybe it's blue, maybe it's orange, so whatever color your dish soap is, it will be a different color. But it should look something like this before you shake it. And now we need to observe the water bottle. When we observe something, we use our 5 senses to find out about it. So that's our sense of sight. This sight, our sense of sound or hearing, we'll use hearing, our sense of touch, smell, and taste. Okay, so I think that you don't want to taste it. So maybe you do, maybe you don't. I would recommend not tasting it. I think it probably tastes very bad, so we'll draw a line through taste. But for our data entries, we need 3 data entries. What is data? Data is what you observe. So, on this we can write 1. I see 3 liquids. Okay, I see 3 liquids. I'll move this. Maybe I'll make this a bit smaller. It's too small. Okay. I see 3 liquids. 1, the oil. 2, the water. 3, the soap. I see 3 liquids. And maybe you open it up and you smell it. And oh, you smell the dish soap. So I smell dish soap. Okay, and what else? We have sight, alright. Hearing, maybe that's not so good right now. You could touch it. I don't know if you could touch it. Maybe you could stick your finger in, because we don't want to shake it. So what else? I see oil at the top. Yeah, okay. Very good. So I see 3 liquids. I see oil at the top. Or you could say I see water in the middle. Or I see soap at the bottom. Okay? Let's go back. Now we're going to shake the bottle for 15 seconds. Shake, 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 shake. And then we'll do the same thing that we did before. We'll observe, we'll draw a picture, observe, and we will record 3 data entries. Okay, so that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're back to our bottle. Maybe you shook it up. And now, how many liquids do you see? I bet you just see 1 liquid. Maybe it's up to here. And we're drawing this. And then you see some bubbles. You see some bubbles at the top. So the bottle's all full. Here's some bubbles. I'll draw some circles in here. Just so you can imagine it's bubbles. And yeah, so we see 2 liquids. And now again, we'll record our data entries. Data. Change the color. Data 1. I see 1 liquid. Yeah, this down here is liquid. 2. I see lots of bubbles. 3. You open it up and you smell it. I smell dish soap. Again, it probably still smells like dish soap. Okay, so good. We've got 2 of our drawings. We've got 2 data sets complete. And now we will go on to the end of the experiment. Get our bottle back. Okay. Now we need to wait 1 day, 24 hours. If maybe you got started a little bit late, it's okay. Wait as long as you can, but at least 2 or 3 hours. Okay? If you got started late, it's okay, don't worry. Maybe 2 or 3 hours. Okay? Learn how to type. Okay, very nice. Now again, we need to observe the bottle and record 3 data entries, and we'll draw a picture of the bottle. So just like we did, I'm not going to draw again. This one I'll let you do on your own. But after you have waited hopefully 24 hours, but 2 or 3 hours is okay. Observe the bottle, record the 3 data entries, draw another picture. Okay, so that's our experiment. Now we need to do our conclusion. What is a conclusion? A conclusion is what we decide after we think about all we know. So was your hypothesis correct? How many liquids did you observe in the bottle after you mixed the liquids and waited a day? So we'll go down to my example. Your conclusion should always start with, was my hypothesis correct? So in the example I wrote, my hypothesis was incorrect. That means it was wrong, but maybe you were right. So you would write, my hypothesis was correct. You would change it to correct. Your first sentence should always state whether your hypothesis was correct or incorrect. So I'll go change it back to incorrect. And then you explain what happened. After shaking the bottle and waiting 24 hours, I observed 3 liquids in the bottle. Maybe yours is different. Maybe you observe 1 liquid. Maybe you observe 2 liquids. Just write down whatever happened in your experiment. You should write that in your conclusion. Okay? So that is the experiment. You should have 4 pieces of paper total. So it will look, you'll have 1 page that looks like this, like my example page, the name, student number, science project at the top. We'll have the inquiry, hypothesis, your experiment. Now, for your experiment, you should have 3 drawings on 3 separate pieces of paper, and you should write your data entries either on a separate piece of paper, or you can just write them on your drawing, whatever you would like. Okay, so you need 3 pieces of paper at least extra. Okay, and then back to this paper, our conclusion. Yes, you need to include the conclusion. Okay. Alright, so that is the science project. It should be nice and easy, but it's just practicing all the stuff that we learned in Unit 1. I hope you have some fun. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.